How you doing? Great to see you again. Fantastic that you tuned in. Let's see what's going on over here. I'm really interested in what's going on with you as well. So make sure you let me know. Put down in the comments how you're doing. Whether you're having a great day, terrible day, an intermediate day, whatever. Today is Tuesday. Monday was a public holiday, so unfortunately I didn't get any videos done. We're getting ready for Halloween over here, so we were setting up all the stuff around the house for Halloween. Then I had to work the second half of the day, and I got home late last night, so I have to work today, so I'm just squeezing this video in. You've all heard this story before from me, so work. Depression, I would say, is probably maybe about a 6, whereas 10 is you're like a normal person. 0, you're unable to get out of bed, you're unable to think of anything but depression and depressive thoughts. So 6 is really good for me. I'm really happy with that. Had a bad couple of days just a couple of weeks ago, so now I'm bouncing back, doing really well. Anger, a little bit angry today. Something didn't go my way. I tried making a payment for 12 months and the person behind the desk accidentally went 6 months, so I had to pay 2 lots of 6 months, and I don't know what it's like in your country, but that cost me about another $60. It was for vehicle registration, so that cost me another $70 to do what I wanted to do in the first place. So wasn't too happy, but you know, I'm getting plenty of work, so I'm not going to complain. Time's more important to me than you know, squabbling over these sort of things. And then my other channel is doing quite well at the moment, my bodybuilding channel, so I'm happy with that. That's really progressing great guns the last week, the last 2 videos, so that's really good. That's got me on a roll too, I guess. This channel, still absolutely no views, no comments, no subscribers, but I went through that with the other channel, so I'm not too disheartened. Anxiety, maybe somewhere around the 3, whereas oh, hang on, nah, yeah, probably 3, because like 10 would be really anxious and 0 would be no anxiety. So yeah, I'm doing okay. So today we're doing curls. So I do them a little different to most people. I come up across the body like that because I don't like doing it this way. I tend to find I flick with the hips too much, so I come across the body. So really interested to see how you are and what's going on in your life, how things are, if I can help with anything, if you can help someone else. If you can help someone else, please leave a comment, and especially if you disagree with anything I say, because like, we're all different, each and every one of us who have depression. We're also very different in how the depression affects us, what sort of things trigger us, and what sort of things help us either get over it or to be able to get on with our day and basically ignore it, I guess. So each one of us is different, so don't be surprised if you find your anxiety is totally different to mine, that your depression is totally different to mine, that your anger is totally different to mine. I said it in an earlier video and I told you much more about it, but my anger got to the point where I got in quite a bit of trouble with the police and had to spend some time behind bars, so that wasn't fun. And you know, that was just my depression. But doing time behind the bars didn't help me at all. made me more angry, as you know it would. If you suffer from these sorts of things, you understand that the more people try to fight you, the more people try to tell you that you really haven't got a problem. All you need to be is happy, you know, be thankful, be gracious for what you got, you know. That just makes me more and more angry. So I don't really know how it works for you. Hopefully it's totally different from me, but the more people who don't understand me tell me how I should get better, the angrier I get. It never helps me, and it doesn't help them. So basically I just tell anybody who's hasn't got depression or isn't an authority on it to mind their own business. Let's do another set. This is working biceps. As I said, a bicep curl with dumbbells. It's spring today, but boy oh boy, it feels like summer. So hopefully things are good with you, that things are going great in your life. But if they're not, I mention this on every video, and I'll try to mention it on every video. If things aren't going well at all, that you don't see a reason to be around tomorrow, then that's not going to help all the people you leave behind, because the depression that you're feeling, the anger that you're feeling, the hate that you're feeling, the confusion that you're feeling, all of those things just get passed on to the people you leave behind, your mum, your dad, your kids, your siblings, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever situation you're in. They all start blaming themselves for what happened, that they should have taken more notice, that they should have done more. You know as well as I do, they couldn't have done any more. They don't understand. Even if they've lived with you your entire life, they don't understand what it's like to be inside the head of somebody who's depressed. And as I said to you earlier in this video, I don't understand what it's like to be inside your head, because you suffer totally different to me. But I do understand the basic fact that if you give up, you'll never get to see what actually became of your life. It won't be all just bad. It won't just always be depressed. You know, there's going to be great times, good times, fantastic things are going to happen to you. You'll buy amazing things. You'll sell amazing things. You'll build amazing things. You know, you'll meet amazing people. And none of these things are going to happen if you just give up. So I really want everybody who's watching today to be around and watching tomorrow. And if you did make it through the night, not necessarily because of what I said, but if you did make it through the night and you didn't think you were, put it down in the comments that, man, here I am for another day. And surely some other people who are watching and looking at the comments, they'll give you some encouraging words, and they'll be proud of you for not giving up. I sure am. I'm really proud of everybody who doesn't give up. Giving up's too easy, and there's no answer. Nobody has an answer as to say, if you give up and quit and go and leave this life, that where you're going to is going to be better. It could be much, much worse. You could be wishing you were still here with depression. So you stick with us for another day, and then stick with us for one more, and then stick with us for another day after that. That's all I'm doing. I've been doing it for 60 years now, just one day at a time. And some of them, I didn't even get out of bed. A lot of them. There was 3 years of it. 3 years. But I never quit. I never gave up on myself. I never gave up on anyone else. I did give up on my doctors, I did give up on my psychiatrist, I did give up on my tablets, but I never gave up on me, and I never gave up on not getting better. I know I'm never going to get better, but getting through, making it, being upright, holding a job, paying my way, those things. So be the light to somebody else's darkness, and that's it. It's been a pleasure today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.